Anime Vanguards has no release date. Or does it? Let's talk about that. Today, I'll be going over absolutely everything I know about the game's potential release. This video is going to be split into three main parts: information on how the testing is going, other general information about the game, and the information on the release. Before we continue, I just want to make sure everybody knows that all this information is subject to change if the devs so choose. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Information about testing. So originally, best case scenario testing was supposed to take only a few days. But recently, Paisive said they were wrong about that. Paisive just didn't know the difference in having 3 or 4 developers testing a few hours at a time to 40 testers playing the game non-stop for a week. And so the rate at which bugs are being found is a decent bit faster than what they were expecting. So from the few days that they had originally said, they've gone to testing is going to take the time that it needs. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, as in Paisive's words, the game will be 10,000 times better on release now than if it would have released without testing. Obviously that's an exaggeration, but that's better than no information at all. And as of now, tons of bugs have been fixed, as well as Paisive saying they're rewriting the reward system so that there's better and cooler challenge modes on release. And lastly, Paisive said they reset testers' data to let them play again from scratch. So if they don't find any issues again, this should be nearing the end of testing, which in my opinion is pretty good news. Other general information. Anime Vanguard's being unrecognizable to how it was a few months ago is something a lot of the devs keep repeating, meaning that most of the old sneaks are irrelevant and useless at this point, meaning that what we once thought we knew about the game doesn't really matter too much anymore. And as Paisive has said, we really haven't seen much about the game. In Paisive's words, not even 20 or 30%. And I understand, as once we played the game, we wouldn't have had any fun trying to discover new things. But alongside the concern of how long the game is taking to release, people are wondering if the updates are going to be at that same pace too. And the owners know this, so they keep reassuring us that that's not the case, as creating the base of a game is completely different than adding things to it. The release. Let me just start off by saying, as of the time of recording, there is still no confirmed release date. And this is because they probably learned their lessons from the last times. And after 3 delays, I would hope that they learned their lesson too. There hasn't even been a hint of a release date. And this is because the devs just want to be 1000% sure that when they do give a date, that it's going to be the correct one this time. People are also talking about how after so many delays, the game has lost all of its hype and all of its anticipation, which isn't entirely wrong, but the devs have already said that they have methods of getting that hype back before the release, and I really wouldn't doubt it. The second anybody sees at everyone in the announcements channel, it's gonna be crazy. And even though people say they're not gonna play the game because of how many lies they've already told and how many delays they've already had, that doesn't change the fact that once they see the game is good, they're gonna play it. But again, there's still no release date and we're still in the dark. But if we use the brain that's in our head, we can kind of figure out a relative release time frame. And in my opinion, I would say either this coming weekend or the one after that. But if you watch my last video, you'd know that I said the same thing about this weekend and the coming weekend. But that's only because that was the information that I had as of then. But now that more information's come out, I could safely say that I'm confident that the game is either releasing next weekend or the one after. And if I'm wrong, you can call me a liar, but based on the information that I have right now, that's what I've come up with. And when the day that the official release date does arrive, I promise I'll be the first one to let you guys know. And to anyone still watching, I'd like to give you the biggest thank you that I possibly can. I'd like to thank you for all the support that I've gotten on my last video. I was beyond excited when my first video hit 200 views, and at the time of recording, my second video is at 15,000. I genuinely cannot thank you guys enough for all of the support that I've gotten. It's almost like I'm living in a dream. Getting comments from someone like Vanilla and Andrevius, I really don't know what more I could have asked for. And to the 14 people who disliked my last video, I thank you for motivating me to be better. And also, if a senior moderator is watching this video right now, please slide me content creator role in the Anime Vanguard Discord. Please, 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 please. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please, please hit that like button and that subscribe button if you can, as it would mean the world to me. But aside from that, that's all I have for you guys today. So, thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.